Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I have gone live, and I never remember how to do this anyway, so it's even worse. Hi, how's everybody tonight? Thanks for joining me. This is Michelle Solis from This Must Be Ink, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Seekonk, Massachusetts. Coming to you live tonight to bring you a little gift bag that I saw. I think this original design was by Poodles Papercraft. Let me see if I can find. Oh, yeah. So Poodles Papercraft created this little box in this with a 6x6 piece of paper, and it came out. Hi, Courtney. It was about this big. So it fit in the palm of your hand. And it's really cute if you want to put like a little bonbon in there or like something small, a little piece of jewelry would fit in there, something like that. But this is super, super small. So Tracy Bish doubled the size of this, and I watched her video. And it turned out that that one was the size that would work for me. So I am giving some of these Myers soy candles this year for Christmas to my coworkers. So they come in this little tin, and I could have created a box, which probably would have been simpler, to be honest. Might have used less paper. But I decided to go ahead and go with this gift bag. So so far, I've only made 2 of these. This will be my 3rd. I have 20 to make total, so I've got 17 to go. I'm not even sure if I have enough Christmas paper to make all of them. Some people might just be getting just general paper for this, but this is a great way to use up some DSP. So for those of you who are stashing that paper and not knowing what to do with your 12 by 12 paper, drag it out. Let's make some gift bags. Okay, they're really cute. All right, so it looks like a little shopping bag or a little purse, but it's also kind of like a Mary Poppins bag. It has this cute little carpenter bag fold on the side. I love this little bag. It's just like nice and plump, really cute. Okay, so let's turn this down here. And hi, Debbie. And get this going over here. There we go. All right, so this is the one that I created and put up as a sample. This was made with a piece of last year's Designer Series paper. I don't remember. Actually, this might be 2 years ago, this Designer Series paper. It's the one with all the animals, I think. Anyway, so I created it. It takes 1 sheet of Designer Series paper, 12 by 12, and it takes 2 little circles that you're going to create with. You can do it with 1 circle. I did it with 2. It opens up like this. It's got plenty of room for my candle, and I could sprinkle some candy in there or something else if I wanted to, or maybe just some like shredded paper in there. But my candle fits in there perfectly. The handle, you can see, is only on one side. I did it on one side. You can do it on both sides if you'd like, a double handle. And then I used a little Velcro dot to hold it together here. If you want it to be that type of thing that you want them to be able to reuse, you could use like a Velcro dot or a magnet. If you don't care and you're just doing it as a one-time thing, you could just put a glue dot in there for them. Okay, so this one I just decorated with a little bit of ribbon. I did one other, and that was this one. This is, what paper was this? This came from one of the scrapbooking kits, this little dot paper. And then this was the festive paper. I can't remember what that was called. Anyways, so that was what I made the little handle with, and then some little white circles there, Velcro dot, and these holly dies were from the reindeer set. So those are the little bags. They're super cute. Let me show you how to make it. Okay. All right, so all we need to do, there's absolutely no die cutting with this. This is kind of like an origami type of thing. And so you just need one piece of DSP 12 by 12. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this. And first we're going to go, this is one of the Snowy Scenes Designer Series papers. This one is, I just want the snowflakes to be on the outside. So that's the way I'm going to fold this up this time. So you're going to go point to point, first of all. So we're going to just line this up point to point. And just make sure your edges are lined up. I have not been feeling well today. I woke up with a headache, and I am hoping we're going to be able to do this straight. Okay. If not, it'll be a little crooked. What difference does it make? Okay, so we're going to go point to point. Then we're going to open this back up, and we're going to go point to point the other way. Oh, boy. Okay, and just line up your edges. And then use your bone folder. All right. So now you should have one big giant triangle. Now you're going to fold it in half. So we'll go top to bottom in half. Line up your corners. And then we're going to go the other way. So you're going to have 4 folds all together, point to point, and then side to side each way. Hopefully. Oh boy, hang on, give me a second. Line this up so I get it straight. There we go. Okay. All right, point to point and then side to side. Then, this is the only tricky part, I think. You're going to push in these 2 sides at the same time and bring it down. So you're going to push in 2 sides on the, not on the pointed sides, on the flat sides. Push 2 sides in where the score lines are, and then pinch it and bring it toward you so that it's going to create a triangle. Okay, we'll do it one more time. So we're going to push it in from the 2 sides where the score lines are, push it in, and pinch it, bring it toward you, and then push it down so that you will get this triangle. All right, this is the only time you're going to need your trimmer or your scorer and a scoring board, and you're going to make 4 score lines. So we're going to go at 4 1/4 and 7 3/4. So 4 1/4, you're going to line the point up. I know you can't see it. You come down a little. Line the point up as best you can to 4 1/4 with the long end of your triangle to the top. Then you're going to score. Then you're going to put your arm out. I lost Lorraine right there. She doesn't like to put her arm out. 7 3/4. And then score again. Then you're going to flip it over and just do the same measurements again. 4 1/4. and 7 3/4. Okay. I scored it a bunch of times because it's very light paper. I need to be able to see where the lines are. Okay. All right. So what you're going to do then is you're going to take your point. Here's your score line. You're going to fold your point over at the score line, and you're going to make sure that this edge lines up here. So you want to get that straight to the edge, and then just use your bone folder. Okay. So then you've got your 1 point folded over here, just 1 point. The other one is still flat. Then you're going to take this point again, and you're going to come over, but you're going to line up this edge with this edge. So you will have this little piece flapping out over the top. So the best way I have found is to put my finger or my bone folder right here on the corner and fold this so that you get this. You're going to get a little, you have to kind of pinch it down there at the end. Okay. So you're going to get these little flaps or these little ears sticking up there. Then you're going to do the same thing here on this side. Take this point and find your score line, and you're going to use your bone folder, line that up to the top, remember? And then this point is going to come back this way, but it's going to go up. And this is going to fold over so that this side lines up with that side. It is very origami-like. And you kind of want to pinch this over. It's kind of got to roll over there. Oh, it's giving me a hard time. One moment. All right, there we go. And then just use your bone folder and tell it who's boss. There you go. All right, so then you're going to flip this whole thing over, and you're going to do that again. So you'll bring this point over at the score line, line up your top edge, and use your bone folder. Then you're going to again fold this, holding right here, and you're going to bend it to line up these edges, and then just kind of push it down, and then use your bone folder. And one last one will come in at the score line, lining up our edge. And then we'll come back over, lining up this edge here. All right, so you get this like rocket ship shape here. Anybody needs a rocket ship? You've got one right there. There you go. That would actually work just like that for a rocket ship. All right, but no, we're making a bag. All right, so we're going to open this up a bit. Here, let me move up, sorry. What we need to do is we need to flatten the bottom. So this piece, we're going to open this up, and we want to push this out and kind of flatten it out. But we need to keep our points. Sorry, I confused you with the flattening. All right, anyways, we're going to flatten that out a bit. And then we have to go back to our points. Let me get some tear and tape. Okay, So our points are still here. Sorry, I got it all confused. 1 second. All right, we should still have our points. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, let me do one side at a time. Okay, so our bottom is flat and we have our points on this side. Now I find it the easiest to work with when I use a little glue dot to go in between these flaps. So let me get my glue dots. I know it looks like a mess. It's really not, not that hard, I promise. Okay, glue dot. Okay, so in my little point, I want to put a little glue dot here to hold my points together. Probably should have done that before I flattened out the bottom. All right. There and there. Okay. So then what I will do on this side is I'm going, oh, these other flaps are in the way. Hang it. All right, let's put the glue dots on these as well. So they'll stay together. Okay, so now it looks kind of like a Chinese food package, but this is going to be your bag. So these flaps can't stay flapped up, and we were not going to cut them off. We're going to bend them over. So we will bend it to the inside, and this helps to reinforce the top lip of your bag. So we're going to bend them over. We're going to put a little bit of tear and tape on them to keep them, to adhere them and keep them down flat. I'm having all kinds of problems here tonight. I can't tear the tear and tape. Okay. I don't know why I have such a hard time with tear and tape. For me, it's cut and tape. All right, there we go. So we're gonna glue our little flaps down, maybe. We can take the paper backing off. Glue our flap down. And then we'll glue this flap down. Okay, so you'll have your two flaps folded over and glued inside. Then you're going to come to the other side. It'll be easier probably to see this now that those other flaps are out of the way. We'll get some tear and tape here. And some tear and tape here. And then we will bend these flaps over and adhere them to the inside. Okay. All right, then we've got this little square. This is cute just like that. But we are going to make it fold in to be our little bag. So while you are folding these little things in, you also want to push the bottom of this out to make that little, I don't know, puffy part. So I'm using my bone folder to kind of loosen up the fibers in the paper. And then I'm going to push the score line in and pinch. And you want to get this look. So it's got this little puff out to it. It's not all squished in. So let's look at the other side. So you don't want it to squish in all the way this way. Well, that won't even squish all the way in. You want it to be puffy. So I'm just using the end of my bone folder to give it a little bit of like a turn, like a curve at the bottom. And then we're going to just pinch the tops, and you should get this little cushiony, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. Okay, that's better. There we go. So we want it to kind of be poofy on either side. There we go. Now we've got the shape. Okay, so that's going to be your little bag with the poofy ends and the flat bottom. Then what we will do is add our little circles. And what I have done is just used a, what is this, 2 3/8 inch punch. On this one, I think I'm going to use the petal pink. I can find some petal pink here and make some circles for the top. Now you could just do one circle here if you'd like. You could fold it, you'd have to score it and give yourself about a 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 inch in the middle here to fit over both of the flaps. I preferred to do 2 circles, one on each side. And what I did was I then just scored this in the middle, kind of line it up so that it's centered, scored it, and then just folded them. And I did use some tear and tape on these because I'm using the Velcro dot, and so it's going to get pulled. So I want it to be a really strong bond there. So I'm going to put tear and tape on these. Go. There's one. I might have lost everybody. I don't see any comments. So I might have lost everybody with the with the folding and the points. I think you should try at least one of these bags. They're super cute. And if you're giving something a little bit larger, and round or square, would fit really nicely in these bags. Okay, so there's that. Then we'll take the backing paper off. And I'm going to put this on this side and just trying to center it up and making sure it's right down to the edge. That will be the front of my bag, if you can see that. Hey, Julie. Well, I'm glad you liked it. It is really cute, and it's a little fiddly, but I have to make 20 of them. I should be an expert by the time I'm done here. Should have no problems. Once you do it the first time, you understand the way it goes, and so it can be a little fiddly, but you'll wrangle it. You'll get it. Okay, so there's my other little side. Now we just need a handle. I think a pink handle, why not? The handle is going to be 3/4, well, was it 3/4 inch? I think it was 3/4 of an inch. Let me measure, just to be sure. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. And I think I ended up with 6 inches. I kept shortening it. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my bone folder and break down the fibers in that, make it kind of bendy. And then that is going to become my little handle here. Okay, so again, I'm going to just put a little piece of tear and tape that keeps trying to run away on the end of my little handle. And when you're doing that, you want the tear and tape to be on the same side on both ends. And then we will just stick that in. One, and you're going to bend it this way to make the little handle and get that side in. And there you go. So you've got your little handbag handle there. And then we will put our little Velcro dot. I need more of these as well. So I'm going to put one on here. And then I'm going to put the other one, gently attach it to itself. And then I'm going to bring the top of my bag over to pick that up. There we go. And then you should have your little clasp for your bag. And that will fit my little, this is a gingerbread handle. Fits right in there. I might put some little tissue paper or some little shreds in there and just close it up. It's a tiny bit tight, but I think it's really, really cute. Okay, so I did make a little tag for it. These were cut with the Something Fancy dies. I just wanted to show you guys these dies that I love. So this tag was made with these two pieces, and I shortened this one a little bit, but was made with both of these. And then this little piece cuts out this hole for you. And I'm going to layer those up. And then I'm using one of the little snow globes from the paper. And then I used this little die to create the sentiment piece. So we're going to just stick this together real quick, and that will be our little tag for this one. So I'm going to decorate this part first. We're going to use some dimensionals here, which I have lost. Oh, here they are. It's the best time of the year. So do not ask me where this sentiment came from. I had to go way back into super retired stuff back there to find this sentiment because I have a workshop tomorrow. And I put those too far out, didn't I? To move one of those. And I have taken all my Christmas stuff over to the bar this afternoon. And so I had no current Christmas stuff left over here. Oh my goodness. So now you're seeing card surgery. We got to get this dimensional off because I put it too far. You take your pick tool, has this little flat spatula end, which is very good for that. Okay, let's try that again. This has to fit on here, so it needs to be a little further in. There we go. Oy! It's one of those days, guys. Okay, so we're going to get that on there, and then I'm going to put this over here. Like, have no spatial, I don't know. My brain isn't working properly today. All right. This little guy on there. Very good. Okay. And then I was going to just add this with some twine onto this piece. So then this can flap up and we can write on here when we decide who we're giving that one to. And here's some twine. All right, so we're going to loop this through. There we go. And that way we can dress it later. And we will just tie this onto our package, perhaps. And then we shall be all done. All right. How are you guys doing with your Christmas cards and your Christmas gifts? I'm getting there. These are the ones that will be for my coworkers. And as I said, I have 20 of them to do. So I'm getting started now. I'm actually going on vacation on the 22nd, so I have to get going. Thanks, Courtney. Okay, so this one was with the Snowy Scenes paper, and we've made a little tag. This one was with the reindeer. I cannot remember the name of it. It was the scrapbook kit with the reindeer. That was where that paper came from. And then this is very old paper from my stash. But as I said, people are going to get all kinds of paper with these bags because I'm just going to use up some designer series paper and make them look festive. All right. So that is it for me tonight, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend and enjoy yourselves. and can catch up on whatever you're doing, your Christmas cards or your gift buying. Okay. All right. So that's it for me. So don't forget to check out the website. They are offering some new kits. There's a last chance sale going on. So there's some stuff that is got some really good prices right now. Some paper, especially, and some kits that are on sale. And there will be coming up on the 9th, free shipping. So I think it's from the 9th to the 11th will be free shipping. So if there are some last chance products that you would like to pick up, that's the time to do it. Get it with free shipping. Thank you, Debbie. I'm so glad you made it tonight and you got to watch. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay crafty, my friends. I'll see you next week.